disastrous, awful, and an absolute embarrassment. These are the few words that I will have to use to describe Chelsea's performance against Real Madrid. Reece James, Kovacic was absolutely awful. There was no intent. Each and every player was running like an absolute headless chicken. There was no chemistry. Everyone was acting like an absolute strangers playing for the first time. And I think Don Carlo and Real Madrid showed some mercy to us because they could have gone minimum 5-0 up in this first leg of the Champions League quarter final. We were nowhere to be seen. We were horrendous, absolute horrendous. And if I have to describe Chelsea's performance, then I will have to use this analogy. Let's say in your school, your PE teacher comes and says that 3 days from now you will have an inter-school football match, and those of you who are interested should stay back for a trial, and you who loves football stays and gives a trial, and then you are selected for the team, and you do 2 or 3 days of training, and after that you go for the match. In the match you see that all your teammates are running like headless chicken. There is no proper balance, there is no midfield, no backline, there is no forward. Everyone is trying to score a goal, everyone is being selfish, and everyone is running like anything, and you get brutally battered by the opponent school team. And this is what exactly was Chelsea against Real Madrid. We got absolutely battered. We let Real Madrid completely dominate, and I don't know how can you expect to go for a draw or with a single goal defeat when you are completely letting Real Madrid, a team like Real Madrid who are absolute mentality monsters, to dominate the entire match and to dominate the midfield and dictate the play. It was horrendous. There was no balance in the midfield. Enzo was making a few mistakes. Reece James was absolutely awful. Wesley Fofana to some extent did pretty well in holding Vinicius Junior, but then also Vinicius Junior and Valverde and Benzema was doing amazing link-up play. They were forming triangles and we were nowhere. Our main goal was to go for counter-attacks. In the initial 10 minutes we were very good, and for God knows why we can't finish. We were absolutely horrendous in finishing, and you can't lose those kind of chances that Sterling and before that Joao Felix mixed. You can't lose them, that too against Real Madrid. I don't have any words to defend the red card of Ben Chilwell because I think it's a proper red, because it was a proper goal scoring opportunity for Rodrigo and I can't blame him. So I think this tie is completely over, and I know a lot of you will say that I am being negative, but that is not the case. I am being practical. The thing that we are missing is, I can ask you a simple question, that is, can you name at least one Chelsea player who can score a goal against Real Madrid? Can you please name me one? And most probably you have no answer. Havertz is not the answer, Joao Felix is not the answer, and the rest of the Chelsea players don't have any clue how to score a goal. Yes, you can say Havertz and Mount turns up for big games, but will they turn up in this season? I don't think so. The best way Chelsea could have proved that they are mentally strong is through this match, and they have completely failed in it. And I 100% agree with Frank Lampard, and I must give him big up for saying that some of these players don't believe that they are good enough. And if Frank Lampard is saying this, then things are very, very bad and very, very toxic. We have got such a bloated squad and still very few players can actually score goal. We don't have a single player who is in the double figure on goals in this season. Our top goal scorer in the Champions League is Mudryk, who has scored many goals for Shakhtar Donetsk, not even for Chelsea. Just look at this stat. We are absolutely a joke. We are absolutely a joke. And no wonder we performed so awfully against Real Madrid. And a lot of people are blaming Kepa for the first goal of Benzema. I think that yes, he's not that experienced enough, but he should have saved it. I agree with that, but he's not that experienced. And I would say big ups to Rudiger for that beautiful block against Mount's shot, and big up for him that. And it was a beautiful performance from Real Madrid. I have no words, because Real Madrid actually did not play in their fourth gear. They were in the second gear, because they very much understood that Chelsea has no teeth. They don't have any fighting spirit. They can't bite. So let's continue with their usual style. They went forward with a simple style, that is go forward and test the keeper. And they did, and they tested our back line, and that was enough for them to get a result. And I don't know what will happen in the Stamford Bridge, but for me, I think the tie is over. I'm being practical, and this season is unofficially over for us. There is no hope, and the only thing I hope for is that we get a good manager. And now I think that Luis Enrique will be the answer, because we need a mentality monster in the dressing room, or else we are doomed. For the next 5 years, we are absolutely doomed. So let's hope that we get a coach as soon as possible, and let's hope in the next season we at least finish in the top 6, because this season is over. We will have more 8-9 matches to feel some pain, and after that we will have some 2 months break, season break. And let's hope that in the next season we get a good manager and we at least finish in the tops, because this season is over. I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel for this season at least. Yes, in the Premier League we have 39 points, and minimum 40 points is required to stay in the league. And hopefully, because of Thomas Tuchel's that first 2 matches, we have enough points to secure and remain in the league. And hopefully we will get some result, maybe a draw or a win against Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. So that's it for this video. I am broken, I am devastated, I have no words, and this is a very, very hard time to be a Chelsea fan, but I will support my team as always. So that's it for this video.